Hello student, uh, in this module we started our new chapter, that is the chapter number 3 of your NCERT book, that is the constitutional design. In this module we have to discuss about the first two part of the constitution design, that is the constitution and its needs. You already have learned from class 8 about the constitution, its origin and the functions and features of the constitutions along with the preamble. Now in this module means in your class of class 9, you have to know about it little bit more in a details way. So let's start with our topic, but before we start with our topic, we have to know about the different content which you have to learn in this total chapter. So let's first start with our content of the chapters, then we will go towards the first two topics of this chapter. Now we have to know about that the first two topic was is that you have to learn about the definition of constitution, then you have to know about the needs of constitution, that why do we need constitution. Then I will explain one story, that is the South Africa story, where we have seen that we have to see about the Nelson Mandela and their struggle for getting independence in South Africa and getting a new constitutions. We have in this story have also learned about the struggling between the black peoples and the white peoples, the struggling of the black peoples for getting freedom, for getting their constitutions. So these things we have to know in South Africa story. Then we have to know about the making of the Indian constitutions and the origin of the path of Indian constitution. Means here you have to know that about what are the procedures to followed by the Indian leaders for making our Indian constitutions, and by how our Indian constitution came in front of us, what's the journey of the constitutions from the independence to till now. That's we have to know that what how the leaders who are responsible behind making of the constitution, what are the journey in the history we have seen for making a constitution through the leaders. That's we have to know. Then we have to know some kind of guiding values of the Indian constitution, that the Indian constitution what kind of values they are holding, that we have to know, along with the preamble, that is a drafting of the Indian constitution and its key features. Here key features means the keys important terms which is used in the preamble and highlighted in the preamble. And then in the last we have to know about the constitutional design. So these all are your content which you have to know in this chapter one by one. So let's start with our first two topic, that is the definition of constitution and needs of the constitution. So constitution, this word I hope you all recalled that in class 8 you already have learned. So I hope you all remember about this, but here we will again recall this terms constitution. So basically the constitution, first we have to know from where it was come. So in the constitution will come from the Latin word, that is constitute. So what's constitute means? Constitute means to establish. We can also say it means to make. So constitution means to making something, or for that is the rules and regulations. So constitution is come from the word constitute, and which means to learn to establish something or to make something. So that is the constitution. Now we have to know the definition. This is a simple definition, that a set of political principles. So it's a bunch of or a set of some kind of principles or laws which a state or organization is governed. Means constitutions are giving that kind of basic laws by which the government or the state or the organization, they understand that how they have to govern or how they have to rule the country, and on the basis of these laws and regulations. And as well as there is another definition, that the basic law for the nation that determine the power That means this is you can say that constitution is a written some sets of written and unwritten laws for which is given, the basic laws which is given for nation, to the nation, so that the nation will determine, so that the nation will specify that what are the powers of the government or what are the duties of the government towards the citizens or the nation, and as well as it also granted that the certain kind of rights to the people, that what are they get from their government. So basically constitution are declaring or specifying the power and duties of the government as well as the rights of the government through some basic laws and principles. So this is our constitution. Constitution is also, we can say that it's a supreme law that determines the relationship among the people living in a particular territory, that is we say that the citizen, and also the relation between the people and the government. So we can say that it's a one kind of the basic laws or the supreme laws which showing the relations of the people with its territory or area, means how the people have to live in their place, what are the rights they get from their territory or place, and also as well as it's also showing the relationship between the people and the government. So how the government will rule out over the people, or what are the areas where the government have to take care, and as well as what are the duties and rights the people get and give to the nation. So that's a constitution. Now we have to know that what's the needs of the constitution. So let's see what are the needs. The first one is it generates a degree of trust and coordination that is necessary for different kind of people to live together. See, we all know that we all are diversified from each other. We all live in our human beings or you can say the citizens live in a diversified country like India, where we have a different language, different culture, different caste, that's we all know. So when we live in a one particular society, how we will coordinate with each other, because we all are individuals, are different with each other. Maybe what I like you don't like, maybe what I like to eat or to wear, you also are very different concept or different ideas or thinking with me. You have different ideology, what I don't agree with you. So by a difference between this individual, each and every one, it's a very difficult task to live in a one particular society. So for living together in a diversified society, it's very necessary that the people are coordinate with each other and they are trusting with each other, so that they will be peacefully live in a society. And to create this trust, to create this coordination, it's very necessary that we need some sets of rules, so that all the rules are same for everyone and everyone have to be live in their limitation. So for that reason we need constitution. So the first basic criteria, or you can say the needs, is that for creating the trust and coordination among the different kinds of individual who are living in society togetherly, we need constitution, because without a sets of rules and regulations or some kinds of laws, we cannot coordinate with each other. So everyone will be do whatever they want to do. So that's not the thing. So to live in a peaceful manner or in a proper society, we need trust and coordination, which created by the constitution. It also specified how the government will constitute, who will have the power to take which decision. See, you all know that we are choosing our leaders. From a previous chapter, you already get to know that it's a one features of democracy that we choose our representatives. So we choose our representative through the different process, that is the election process. Then our representatives become the leaders of our territory, and they are ruling us with some rules and regulation. Now who will decide that what are the duties, what are the powers that our representative choose, or who will take decision, who will give us the punishment, who will make laws, who will follow the laws, who will implement the laws. So these all are the big question in our mind. So for that reason we need constitution who specified, who give the instruction that how the government will make the laws, who will take the powers for making the laws or for taking the decisions. So these all things are sets, or these all things are specified by the constitution. So we need a constitution so that it will be give a guidelines to the government that how they will have to rule the government, citizens, and who are responsible for taking this kind of decisions, who have the power to make the laws, who have the power to implement the laws. So these all everything will be set in the laws of the constitution. So that's why we need the constitution. The third point is that it lays down limits on the power of the government and let us what the rights of the citizens are. So basically we say that in our previous point we already discussed that the constitution are giving the power to the government for making the laws or for governing or for ruling out the citizen, but that does not mean that the government get a right to misusing their power over the citizen. They will do whatever they wanted to and dominating their of citizen by misusing their power. That's not, because in constitution only we need so that the people are not misusing their power, the government are not misuse their power by taking away the rights of the citizen. So as the government needs the constitution for rule out, for govern the citizens, similarly it's also very important to set up the limitation of the government, the foundation of the government, so that the government will not misuse their power by taking away all the rights which are given by the constitution of the citizens. So we need citizens, we need the constitution which give the limitation to the government's power, so that they will not misusing and they will not violating or dominating our citizens with their rights. And the last point is that it expresses the aspiration of the people and creating a good society and fulfill the goals of the society. That means you all know that when we are living in our society, we have some little bit goals and where we want to develop our society. We have some kind of objectives on which basis we are developing our society. So as well as people also have some kind of needs. So who will fulfill that? So the constitution are providing that area, that platform on which basis the government will fulfill the needs of the people. The aspiration means their needs, their wish. So they creating that one kind of good society, or they creating the welfare, the society where the people will live in a very good manner, and the government will fulfill their needs, as well as they will fulfill their goals and making a welfare and doing the work in a welfare of the people. So the constitution are giving that kind of guidelines to the government, so that the government will fulfill all the needs what the people wants, and as well as they also fulfilled the goals or the welfareness of the society. So basically you have seen that we need constitution for limiting the powers of the government, for specifying the government's powers and the citizens' right, for creating the trust and coordination among the society, and for fulfilling the needs of the society or the people and the goals of the people. So these are the four main important needs for which we need the society. And as well as at the last we conclude that all the countries, those who have the constitutions, are not necessary that is a democracy. That's we have to keep in mind, that all the countries who have constitution, it's not necessary that they are the democratic one, but all the countries which is a democratic country, it's necessary to have a constitution. Please keep these two things in a very separate manner, and remember that all the countries, those who have their own constitution, that does not mean that that country is a democratic country, but it is very necessary for all the democratic countries to have the constitution. So for that reason, lots of revolutions will be going on, lots of resolution will have that was happened in our history, and if I am giving an example of the French people who approved democratic constitutions, and they are practicing all the democratics to have a written constitution. So after the lots of revolution, lots of countries, they adopted the democracy as well as the constitution. So for that reason we are saying that it is constitution is a set of written rules that are accepted by the people who are living together in a country, and we need the constitution for maintaining this at all the points. That's why we need the constitution. So I hope you all clear about the definition of constitution and needs of constitution. In our next video I will narrate the story of South Africa. From there you get a clear idea about that why do the peoples always needs their constitution in their countries, and why always a country should be a constitution to be create a proper country and maintain their peace and security in their among the citizens. So that's why we have to need to know about the Nelson Mandela stories and the South Africa stories. Till that, go through with your NCERT book as I always tell you about this, because if you go through a line by line of your NCERT book, it will be very helpful in your examination, during the time of the examination, to clearing the concept. And of course along with this video it's clear about the explanations about the topic. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you all understand these two topics. Later we will discuss about the story.